Hey, it's Hunter.
Hey, Hunter, what's up, man?
Hello.
How are you guys?
We're doing great. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. It's early for me, but I'm enjoying the morning.
Well, where are you at right now?
I'm in Nashville.
Oh, cool. Hunter, you dropped your new album, Wild Blue Part 1, as a surprise. Now, from our perspective, we heard you were dropping this album, then the next thing, it was in our hands. We want to know, did you plan this ahead of time, or did you want this album in our ears as soon as possible?
Well, I mean, we planned a little bit ahead of time. I mean, I felt like my team needed to know before I surprised everybody. But I did want to surprise the fans. We started talking about this. I wanted the album to come out on the anniversary of my debut album, which would have been, I think, 8 years in October. But as we started talking about it, we were about to announce, the name of the album. We were about to announce the release date. We were about to announce that Wild Blue, this song, was coming out. And it just felt like, I don't know, I just felt like I was missing a great opportunity because I felt like I wanted to surprise the fans. They've been with me for a long time. They've supported me through all of this. And it felt silly to say, like, oh, here's a big lead up to an announcement, but you're still going to have to wait 2 months for the actual album. It just felt silly. And so we talked about it as a team, and we just felt like because this is part one of a multi-part series, why not give it to the fans as soon as we have it? And it's done. It's ready. So I did have to prep my team for a couple of weeks, and it was a little frantic for a while, but props to the team. We pulled it off, and we were able to have it ready and available for the fans as soon as possible.
Awesome. Well, I'm really excited about this album. I've listened to it. Would you say that it's a concept album? Like, are we going to see the same concept over time as you release maybe part 2 or part 7 even? Or do you think these concepts will change over time as your life changes?
Well, I think, I don't know, my definition of concept albums are always like someone kind of, to me, when I've seen the quote-unquote concept album, somebody removes themselves from the story.
Okay.
And it's kind of about something else. So with that said, I wanted the theme to be something that could grow with me and change with me as a human, so that it wouldn't be, I start with all of this vulnerability and honesty, and then like 2 songs in or 2 albums in, I'm talking about robots in a post-apocalyptic era. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted it to stay true. So the name, the theme was all built around what can I keep doing to be myself.
Right.
Awesome.
We are talking to Hunter Hayes right now. Hunter, I feel like this, this part 1 of the Wild Blue series, I feel like you've matured a lot, not only as a songwriter, but maybe as just a person in general. Would you say that rings true to you?
Man, honestly, I'm just grateful to hear you say that. I feel like I have, I wouldn't say matured because I'm still a total child in so many ways.
Hey, I'm 22, man. Don't sweat it.
But you know what I mean? Like, I do feel like there has been, there has been a lot of growth, and there's been a lot of change, and hopefully there's been a lot of growth in the music, because I feel like as a human, I've tried to embrace all that change and grow from it, and I wanted the music to reflect that. So honestly, I'm just happy to hear you say that, because if there's anything that I wanted people to hear that in this music.
Awesome, Hunter. And I feel the same way as Tanner does about it. We definitely hear that maturity, not only in your songwriting, but you as a person maybe. But I read somewhere that Wild Blue comes from your obsession or interest in flying and planes. So where does this interest come from, and how did it become like kind of a concept on the album?
Yeah, well, I've always been interested, and I've always wanted to get my pilot's license, and I haven't for the past, 7 years. I've logged hours, but I've never really succeeded at actually getting my license. So it's something that, and I've always loved, when I was in middle school, I was obsessed with, what do you call it, those simulators? That's what it is. I was always on airplane simulators, and I don't know, I got obsessed with the thought of becoming a pilot and being able to fly in my free time, and that was something that I kind of committed to as a hobby and for my future, something to kind of clear my mind. But in general, it was, the theme kind of came from a combination. It was both that and also like the flying dream. I don't know, like all my friends that had like these flying dreams, they told me how like they just have to get to a place in their life where they feel weightless, and then they have these flying dreams. And I think part of the theme of the album is the journey to becoming weightless so that I can have one of these flying dreams. I haven't had one yet, but I'll keep you posted.
Oh, I have them all the time. It's terrifying, honestly.
So, Hunter, I was curious, man. You are, I know you're 27, but you are stacked in awards. You have over 51 total award nominations / wins. And when you're creating this record, were awards in the back of your head at all? Or did you just want to create a product that, felt authentic to you?
honestly, I wanted to make something 100% authentic. I wanted something to set the bar for me. And I felt like that was my only priority. Although I will say, because that was my priority, my God, how beautiful would it be if that won an award?
Yeah.
For right now, it's not about that. I'm 100% committed to the honesty, committed to the vulnerability, committed to making sure that I share my story the best way that I can with the world, because I feel like I want this to be somebody else's soundtrack. And the only way I'm going to achieve that is if I jump 100% into my story and tell the truth, you know?
Right. And again, Hunter, we are such big fans of you. You know, I'm only 22 years old, so I feel like, you know, I've been along on this journey with you. I actually met you like 3 years ago in Seattle, and you were so nice to me, and I appreciate that.
Man, I appreciate you saying that. I'm glad to hear that, because, you know, I every other day is a good day for me. You never really know what you're going to get, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Again, thank you for spending the time with us.